God, boy. Woo. Alrighty. Ow, oh, okay, still hot. Still hot. Woo! Do not touch a hot screw. Alrighty guys, so I want to go over real quickly like some of the tools that you're going to need whenever you skin the bus and whenever you start riveting, right? So obviously whenever you're going to be riveting a bus, you're going to need rivets. So I bought two different kinds of rivets. The majority, I bought 500 1/4-inch architectural rivets. Basically whenever they pop out, and I'll show some B-roll of this, they have a flat end so water doesn't get in. This is a 1/4-inch rivet. You can get this off of Skoolie.com. I think for 100 it was like 20 bucks. I bought 500, so I spent about 100 bucks in rivets. So there's that. Then I got a bigger flange rivet. So look at the difference in the flange. That's a fun word to say. All right, see how this one's bigger? See how this one's smaller? So the reason I got bigger ones is because sometimes I'm an idiot and I over drill and I make it a little bit bigger than a 1/4-inch, at least on the outside. So in the areas where I mess up, I want to have a larger flange to be able to cover over that. I think I messed up 3 times. I only bought like 25 of these. These were just off Amazon. Again, I'll link them below. Then to drill, again, Skoolie.com, you're gonna wanna get 17/64 cobalt drills. Now the reason it's 17/64, 16/64 is 1/4. If you're okay at math. Quick math. 16/64 is actually a 1/4. 17/64 is just barely bigger than the hole that this is gonna go in. Why do we do that? We want this hole that we drill to be just a tad bit bigger, and then we're gonna put this rivet inside of there. It'll be a little bit bigger, and then whenever we rivet it with the rivet gun, it'll go to it really tightly. You're gonna go through some drills, okay, or drill bits. You're gonna go through these. So I bought, I think 15, and I think for 5 was like 10 or 15 bucks. So again, 30 or 40 bucks total. It's definitely worth it to buy more because you don't want to be halfway through this job and mess up. Now, before you put on your rivet, you're gonna want to get a deburring bit, okay? I'll flash up something on the screen, maybe link it below. You can get this at Home Depot, Lowe's, whatever. A deburring bit, so once you drill through, you're gonna have all this like shrapnel, all this like loose metal on the other end of the hole that you drilled. You don't want to put your rivet onto that because it won't go to it like watertightly. So get your deburring bit, and then you basically want to go around the outside and make sure it's nice and smooth, nice and flush. And then last but not least, you're gonna get a rivet gun. Don't go all out. I mean, unless you rivet for a living, unless you're like an airline mechanic or something like that, or you do this a lot. This was, I think it was $40 at Harbor Freight. It was marked down, it was on clearance. And this is a 1/4-inch rivet gun, meaning the max that this thing will go is a 1/4-inch. That's exactly what this is. 1/4-inch goes into it like that. All you gotta do, press it twice. Obviously it's not hooked up to air, and then it will pop it off. Pretty simple. There's probably multiple videos on YouTube on how to use a rivet gun. So let's go ahead and crush this. You guys can do this. I believe in you. Alrighty guys, good morning, good morning. It is 9:30 on a Saturday and we are at the bus. So today it's gonna be a long day. We already know that. Today, pretty much what we're gonna be doing is we're gonna be finishing up riveting this all these skins. It's gonna be like a 3-part process. So I'm gonna try to explain this in like the simplest terms while also explaining it kind of quickly, right? So today, essentially what we're gonna have to do, everywhere that you see little holes right here, we're gonna have to drill holes. Now, we're running into an issue with our drill wherein, here, I'll show you the bit. The bit was getting stripped out. You see that like lighter part right there? Because it was having to go through like, what is it, like 1, 2, 3, 4, like 4 different sheets of metal. There's just too much pressure on it. We are stripping our bits. We are also stripping the drill bit itself. Look, you can actually see right in there all those little shards. So pretty much it's just stripping out. So my idea to combat this is to get a hex head self-tapping screw. And pretty much what we're gonna do today is we're gonna go through here and pre-drill all of these holes with a hex head just to like create the hole, and then we're gonna go back in and we're gonna like drill it to the actual size, and then we're gonna go in and rivet them. So all in all, this is gonna be an interesting day. My buddy Mike's coming out here and he's gonna help me with the riveting part, because I need someone on the inside riveting while I push on the metal on the outside, or vice versa. So guys, I say all that to say it's gonna be a busy freaking day. Let's go ahead and get to it. It's gonna be a big one. Let's do it. Alrighty guys, so we are back, and now what we're gonna do is we're really gonna start pre-drilling these holes. As you can see, self-tapping screws are on the outside. That's gonna hold this in place while I drill some holes. Pretty much I'm gonna do what I'm doing right here, which is just go in and out. We're just creating holes. And then what we're gonna do from there is go back in with the drill. Pretty much just gonna drill these out. And it's just gonna make it a lot easier as opposed to having to go through multiple levels, multiple different things. So we're gonna just drill these out. Yeah, guys, we're gonna see what happens, so stay tuned. Alright guys, so sometimes whenever you get to a certain point, there's not enough metal on one side for the rivet to be able to grip. So basically we want enough metal like on this rivet right here. So what you're gonna do is go to Home Depot and get you a little 1/4 inch washer. So we're gonna put the washer on right here, and then Mike, you can go ahead whenever you're ready. Okay. And basically the rivet is gonna grip to that washer. And now it's on there nice and tight. So I like to do that in areas where there's not a lot of metal on each side. So somewhere like right there. We'll do that on the one below it as well, Mike. So we're gonna do the same thing on the one below it. We're gonna pop that on there. Onto there. It stays on there. Alright guys, sorry for all the time lapses. You know, you just kind of get into like a groove and you're like, I gotta focus on what's happening as opposed to like getting the camera angles. That's gonna change in the future. I'm really trying to be more like cinematic with my YouTubing. But either way, we finished up this side. I think it looks great. Let me go ahead and switch the camera over. So we have riveted, well first drilled, deburred, and riveted every single hole on the top part of this, okay? I think it looks amazing. Obviously we're gonna paint over this, but it looks really uniform, really on point. So, thank you guys for subscribing. Thank you guys for watching this thus far. If you're getting any kind of value out of this, it'd mean the world to me if you go ahead and just kind of follow along in the journey. If there's anything that you guys are seeing that I'm doing that you're like, what the heck is this guy doing? Let me know. I would love some criticism, obviously constructive, not just like you're a jerk. Anyways, if you enjoyed this journey, just feel free to follow along. And yeah, y'all have a great rest of your days. Great rest of your day. Great rest of your day. I'll see you guys out on the road. Bye.